This is the story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Trigonometry is a branch of mathematics that studies triangles and the relationships between their sides and the angles between sides. Trigonometry defines the trigonometric functions which describe those relationships and have applicability to cyclical phenomena such as waves. The field evolved during the 3rd century BC as a branch of geometry used extensively for astronomical studies. Ancient Egyptian and Babylonian mathematicians lacked the concept of an angle measure, but they studied the ratios of the sides of similar triangles and discovered some properties of these ratios. The ancient Greeks transformed trigonometry into an ordered science. Ancient Greek mathematicians such as Euclid and Archimedes studied the properties of the chord of an angle and proved theorems that are equivalent to modern trigonometric formula, although they presented them geometrically rather than algebraically. By the 10th century, Islamic mathematicians were using all 6 trigonometric functions, had tabulated their values, and were applying them to problems in spherical geometry. Driven by the demands of navigation and growing need for accurate maps of large areas, trigonometry grew to be a major branch of mathematics. Bartholomew Pitiscus was the first to use the word, publishing his Trigonometria in 1595.
The techniques in trigonometry are used for finding relevance in navigation, particularly satellite systems and astronomy, naval and aviation industries, oceanography, land surveying, and in cartography. Now those are the scientific applications of the concepts in trig, but most of the math we study would seem, on the surface, to have little real-life application. So is trigonometry really relevant in your day-to-day activities? You bet it is. Let's explore areas where this science finds us in our daily activities and how we can use this to resolve problems we might encounter. These 6 trigonometric functions are the basis of all right triangle trig. How trigonometry is used in day-to-day life is a frequent question. This next problem has a direct connection to almost everyone. Stairs, one of the simplest ways to get around, are an important part of everyday life and are based on right triangle trigonometry. We are going to discuss how stairs are made and how trigonometry is used to construct the stairway. Here is our stairway.
Here's one real-world application. You have a stairway and you need to figure out how long that the angle is and how long it is from the bottom to the top. And we have the risers as 14 inches, which is right here, and the treads are right here, and they are 12 inches long. To get the length of the bottom, you multiply the treads, which there's 14 of them, by the 12 inches that they are, and you get 168 inches. And then to get the rise of the stairway, you multiply 14 by 14, get 196. Using the tangent formula, which is opposite over adjacent, we will find the degree of elevation that is over here so we know what the stairs elevation is. To do that, we use, on the calculator, it is tangent over, it's the inverse tangent formula, which you just plug it in the calculator the same that you plug tangent in. You put 196, which is the opposite angle, over the adjacent angle, which is 168. And it comes out to roughly 49.4 degrees. And that is our angle of elevation. Now we're going to use that angle to find the length, this stairway to the top of the stairway from the bottom. To find this length, which is represented by x, you put it in this equation we made. Sine of angle of elevation, 49.4, all over the opposite angle, or opposite side, which is 196, all over x. So to get that, you bring x over here, which is x sine 49.4 equals 196, and then you just divide sine across to here, and you get 258.14 inches. And that's the length of here, and that is one real world application of math.
Times something beautiful happens in this world. You don't know how to express yourself, so you just gotta sing. I just did trig, and it felt so good. A calculator let me put my problem inside of it. I just did trig, and I'll never go back to the not doing trig ways of the past. Have you ever did trig? I have. It was great. It was so good when I did it with my calculator. A teacher let me do it. It literally just happened. Doing trig and make a nice man out the meanest. Never guessed where I just came from. I did trig. If I had to describe the feeling, it was the best when I did the trig, and my brain felt great. And I called my parents right after I was done. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Guess what I just did? Did trig, saw the problem. Was sure nice of it to let me do that thing. Nice of any problem ever, now sing. I just did trig, and it felt so good. A calculator let me put my problem inside of it. I wanna tell the world, to be honest, I'm surprised it even wanted me to do it. Doesn't really make sense, but man, do it. And I wanted to argue with the good thing. It could be my future, that good, best 30 seconds of I'm so humbled by a possibility to be done. So honestly, I do trig of any difficulty. With that in mind, the long thought out problems better. Plus it let me use my chart and my special angle value. So this one's dedicated to them problems that let us work out everything below them. If you're easy or hard, whether short or long, we want to thank you all for letting us solve you. Doesn't matter, did trig, but I cried the whole time. Doesn't matter, did trig, I think it might have been wrong. Doesn't matter, did trig, I put a bag over my head. Still counts, I just did trig, and all my dreams came true. Dreams came true, so I've had trig in the last 30 minutes, and you're qualified to sing with me. I just did trig, and it felt so good. A calculator let me put my problem inside of it. I just did trig, and I'll never go back to the not doing trig ways of the past.
Look, we're using your math page, Mile. We love math a whole bunch. Michael, Andrew, and Greg's Math Project, 2011. Just say bloopers. 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 Lots of bloopers.